painting peeps, and welcome. It's Kathleen from COZ Creations. Thanks for joining me in the no bra zone. We're going to do a fun little ditty today. Some of my favorite paints, one of my sweet followers on YouTube sent me is my base coat today. This is Rust-Oleum Metallics Champagne. Now, another painting peep reached out and said, "Oh, Kathleen, that paint is nice, but it's expensive." Well, let me tell you how I feel about that. This container right here has been used so far 3 times to make 3 containers, which are 24 ounces each. And I still have half a container left. So this baby has gone a long way. Now they're $22 to purchase, but this much paint makes this much paint. So it's all relative, guys. So no, I do not think this is expensive, if of course you're going to use it up. And I certainly plan on using it up. So our base coat today is the Rust-Oleum Metallic Champagne, and I mixed about an ounce or so of the golden iridescent bronze into it, just to give it a little bit more interest. Now this paint kind of reminds me, actually it reminded a painting peep, and she shouted out, and I was like, yes, it reminds me of Satin Sheets. It's just got so much flow and color to it, and I'm really digging on it, guys. And if I dig on something, I tell you about it, and then hopefully you'll dig on it as well. So that's our base coat. Let me grab my other colors here, which I forgot to do. Now, guys, when I lay these colors out in front of you, that is generally the, if I'm doing a flip cup, that's generally the way that I am going to pour them in my cup. Today we are doing a swipe, and we are going to go from dark to light to a little accent color right here. So that's how I'm laying my swipe colors down. Now, a little trick that I do, and I don't know if you've noticed, once I lay my swipe colors down, I grab the initial top swipe color and I do what I call my sample swipe, and I stand back and I look at it. And if, for example, that didn't play well together, then I'll grab the second color. So you play with your swipes. You don't always have to grab your color from the top line. You can try it from the second line, the middle line, and then you can make your adjustments by adding. Say you grabbed your second color, this nice rich espresso, and you loved it. You can then add some of that nice rich espresso that swiped well for you as your top line. So play with it. My first 2 swipes, every time I do a swipe, are to experiment to see how the colors are playing together. So a little hint for y'all. Let's talk about our colors here. Now I just mixed them up, so let me get organized. This guy, let me see here, I just mixed them up. Oh, this guy right here is, oh, I don't know if you can see him. He's so rich and creamy and chocolatey and caramelly. That guy right there is the Treasure Arts Gold Copper. And I added just a small little drop of the black in there, which kind of darkened it up. So that's my darkest color going on right there. This second color right here is one of my favorite hues because I'm a neutral girl. That right there is the Deco Art Metallics, and that is the Rich Expresso. Our third color, Tracy Reed turned me on to this, bless her heart, from Tracy Reed's Designs. This is Deco Art Dazzling Metallics, and this is the Champagne Gold. That's this fella right here, real pretty. Our fourth color is my all-time favorite, Golden Fluid Acrylics Iridescent Pearl. It's just one of my favorite colors. It plays so well with other colors. Now, I find that I tend not to use it that much when I have a white base, because I think the white base against this creamier pearl almost look like a mistake, if that makes sense to you. So I generally don't use this very much. If I'm doing a cloud pour, it'll work out even if it's on a white base. But if I have a white base coat, I generally stay away from my pearl because I think they compete with each other rather than complement each other. But that's just me. And this I just got in the mail, and gosh, I can't remember. I think it was Julie Thatcher who I saw using this. Hi, Julie. Hope you're well, honey. This is Sargent's Art Liquid Metal, and what color is this? This is the Aztec Gold. So this is my first time using this guy, and it's a really pretty coppery kind of gold. So you can see my paints are a little bit fluid. That's how I like them. Generally, the consistency when you stir it and then you let it roll off your popsicle stick, it leaves very little mound before it disappears. My pouring medium today is my pouring medium of choice, and that is 75% Floetrol, and I add 25% Golden GAC 800 in, and I mix it up really good. Let me show you what I do when I mix my paints. I find a large container like this. Now I usually have a piece of blue tape on it, but I kind of know where my lines are. So my Floetrol goes in first, and I strain it because it's got gunky gunk in it. And then I remove the strainer and clean it out, and then I add the rest of the way with my GAC 800, and then I stir and I stir and I stir. And the reason you do that, I've mentioned it to you 100 times, is Floetrol is heavier than GAC 800. It's heavier than Liquitex pouring medium. It's heavier than Golden pouring medium, so you really have to stir it up good, guys, before you start mixing it up with your paints. Okay, let's get rocking and rolling. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to put some music on so I can help clear my head of all the things that are going on in the world, and I'm going to lay down my colors, and we're going to get rocking and rolling. Oh, real important. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. Guys, I just hit over 10,000 subscribers, and I am over the moon excited about that. And a subscriber had to point it out to me because I don't really pay attention. I try to just answer all the comments and whatnot, and I don't pay attention. And I am just so super excited, and I'm thinking on the next video we're gonna do a giveaway as my way of saying thank you. And there won't be any super secret questions or anything like that going on. What I'm gonna do is I have a nice group of y'all that are always there. I always have wonderful comments from you. You warm my heart. You start my day out so good. You're always there on Facebook. You're always there watching my YouTube videos. And I am gonna put all of those painting peeps' name in a hat, and on the next video we're gonna pick a name as a thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being there, joining us, and filling my day with a lot of really big smiles because of your your comments and your praise and your support. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to give you a choice of a couple of my favorite paintings. So keep an eye out for that, guys, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you all very, very much. Let's get rocking and rolling.